Today's daily dose of math is finding the equation of a step function, also known as the greatest integer function, when you have the graph. The step function's form is shown here, and we have four parameters, a, b, h, and k. When we have a graph that shows enough steps, we have enough information to figure out all of the parameters and write the equation. And we're going to start with h and k. I want to choose a closed circle at one end of the steps that's close to the y-axis. I'm choosing this one, and it has the coordinates 3, 0. That means h is equal to 3, and k is equal to 0. So I have half of my parameters already. Now I want to focus on b. The absolute value of b is equal to 1 over the length of the steps. Well, I can see by looking at this graph that the length of the steps is 4 units. So therefore I have 1/4. Is it positive a quarter or negative a quarter? For that, I look to see whether the steps are closed on the right or closed on the left. These steps are closed on the right, therefore b is negative. That gives me enough information to realize that my b in this case is negative 1/4. Next thing to look at is a. The absolute value of a is equal to the height of the steps. I can tell from my graph that these steps are 3 units in height, so therefore a is equal to either -3 or +3. AB, the product of the a and the b, gives me my slope of the imaginary line that goes through all of the closed circles on the graph. I can see that that imaginary line would have a negative slope on this graph. So the product of a and b has to be negative. B is negative, so in order for the product of a and b to be negative, a has to be positive. And that means a equals +3. We now know all of our parameters and we can write the equation. A is 3. B is -1/4. H is 3. And k is 0. Which means that I can write this equation in a little bit more simplified form. Like this. I have derived the equation of my step function because I understand some key facts about the parameters, and the graph provided me with all of the clues that I needed. That is today's daily dose of math. Please like, subscribe, and share.